Okay, fellas, we're gonna start in Cameroon, this country right here, shithole country, where President 92 years old is gonna be president again for the 8th time. Shithole country. Then we're gonna move to South Africa, a major breakthrough for HIV/AIDS. Yes, South Africa has come up with a brand new medication. It's an injection. You take it one time for 6-month protection. Sounds good, right? But who sponsored it? Who is behind it? You better find out about this. And then we're going to Ghana, this country right here. Ghana's rolling out local languages in primary school. The goal is to get kids to learn better and learn more. And all of it in their own language. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? We need to find out about this. What's happening, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for stopping by. My name is Zack. I don't know who you are. This is your first time. You're welcome. We like you here. We want you to stay. Matter of fact, first of all, can I please ask you to do this? Please, let's all do this. It costs you nothing. We feel appreciated. And if you're one of the regular people, please click on a button here. I think it's called notification. It's got a little bell on it that allows you to get a notification every time we publish a video. You know, sometimes you come on YouTube, you don't necessarily see me, and you're like, has he published? And you have to tap my name. This will prevent you from doing all of that. Whenever we have something, you get a notification. Please do that if it's not done yet. It's done. Great stuff. Super. We are in Cameroon. Here's a map. I cannot say beautiful place, lovely people, because it's not. Sorry. It's a shithole country. And I know many people feel triggered when they hear shithole country, talking about the country. Some people will comment saying, oh, you must respect other people's country and don't call it shithole. Well, how many countries in the world you see where the president is 92 years old? He can barely speak or even read his name. He doesn't even know he's president. Not many countries. How many countries do you see the opposition leader being pinpointed in his house and people outside his house being shot like goat? It's better be a shithole country. Well, I understand, you know, people get triggered and stuff, but here is a very safe platform where we can talk the way we want. And the goal here is not to bash you to make you feel bad. The goal is to make you resuscitate because you're sleeping, if not dead. You better wake up and choose your own destiny and make sure things go forward. And I know it triggers pushback and stuff, but the bottom line is you're not changing the situation. Let's talk about the president. Now, Mr. President has been in power since 1982. Yes, that's 43 years of power. Now, let's give him a silence for 30 seconds. 43 years in power. And this election he has won with 53%. He's going to be president for the 8th time. So you're basically telling me in Cameroon, there is nobody as competent as him to run the country.
Ainsi proclamé élu président de la République comme ayant obtenu la majorité des suffrages exprimés. Le candidat Bia Paul.
So he's basically saying everybody in Cameroon is stupid. They have no competency, no adaptation, no ability, no mental strength to run the country. That's a shithole country. The long-serving leader prevailed over his main challenger, Issa Chiroma Bakari, this man right here. He refused to concede defeat.
My dear compatriots, the situation is serious. We will not allow having our victory stolen from us. If they prefer to threaten the serenity and peace of the country rather than admit defeat, we will respond with the peaceful determination of the people.
Now, who is Issa Chiroma Bakari? Issa Chiroma Bakari used to work with the president. Yes, he used to be one of his ministers for a long time. So he worked in the government for a while, then later on decided actually I want to be opposition after profiting from the government. That's what some people say. Or maybe his intentions are genuine, like the country needs change. But how do you say about the people that are saying that Mr. Bakari was just profiting from the government after he was blocked, couldn't profit no more, then he became an opposition? That's a good question that deserves an answer. Does he really mean change? Question mark. But the bottom line is Cameroon needs change. Historically, so you can understand, Cameroon is this country right here. Cameroon was a protectorate of the Germans many years ago, in the 1900s. In 1884, Germany was running Cameroon. It was a colony of the Germans. Now, in 1930, World War I started until 1916, where the Germans were defeated. After the Germans were defeated, Cameroon was taken from the Germans and every other colony that was under the German rule. It was given to other countries. In the case of Cameroon, the British and the French took Cameroon. So the French took a big part of Cameroon. The British took 2 regions of Cameroon. Now, you can understand there was a problem here because one side of the country speaks French, the other side speaks English. One hospital speaks English, the other speaks French. It's just crazy. One school speaks French, the other speaks English. It became crazy. Now, the English side of the people felt left out in terms of infrastructure, construction, and investment. They felt like the French area was looked after. So the English side was very angry. And that is one of the main issues they have right now. The English-speaking Cameroonians feel like they're being discriminated against. Therefore, some of them want to create their own lands, their own country. And it's been mayhem so far. Now, this president right here is a French-speaking president. He's been in power for 43 years. Him and his family have ruled the country in the most controlling way possible. And many people are asking questions. I mean, the president is 92 years old. Do you really think he still want to be president? Or you think perhaps people around him, people that have gotten used to the power, we're talking about his cousins, his nephews, his family members, his loyal people who have profited from the government, do they want to see him release power? Because let me put it this way for you. In African countries, unfortunately, once one group releases power, the other group seizes power for themselves for 40 years. So that makes it difficult for one group once they get power to release it. Because democracy is only spoken by people who are not in power in Africa. As soon as you get power, you don't talk about democracy anymore. Now that's the problem with Cameroon. Now Issa Chiroma Bakari was complaining, saying that the elections were rigged and many people got unalived in front of his house, and he says he's ready to die. He said they are shooting civilians camping in front of my home. I am ready to die. Let's move to South Africa. Okay, forget about Cameroon right now. Shithole country. Anyway, my Cameroonian people, don't run away. I like you. Anyway, South Africa has come up with a prevention breakthrough. Congratulations. Piga makofi. Yeah, South Africa is preparing to roll out lenacapavir, a twice yearly injection that has proven to be nearly 100% effective in preventing HIV infection. Congratulations to South Africa. Its name, lenacapavir. So twice a year you take an injection, and they say amongst women it's 100% protection. So if a woman takes this shot, with those studies they've done, 100% of women did not contract HIV. Among men, it's 98% prevention. So it's very close to 100%. No, just keep in mind, no medication is 100%. So this means it's very, very effective.
I can't be comfortable with it because it's saving much time for me, and I can't be coming along all the times because sometimes I'll go to school, sometimes I'll go to work, so it's very comfortable to me to take it once and then I'll never forget it and coming back up after 6 months.
So this is great because it reduces the pain that people used to go through by going to take once a day 12 tablets or once a day 6 tablets. It's a lot every day of your life. HIV is not the way it used to be in the past, and again, HIV is not AIDS, okay? My African American people, I love you very much, but HIV is not AIDS. HIV is the virus. AIDS is when you're done. That's AIDS, okay? So HIV is not AIDS. Now the bottom line is, when you have HIV, you can take tablets, you can take medication prevention to stay healthy and live a normal life and have normal children. People with HIV can have children that are negative. People that are discordant, where the man is positive and the woman is negative. If they do the right thing, the woman will stay negative and their child will be negative, or children, depending on how many they want. Now, South Africa has come up and agreed and accepted. The government has agreed to this, and they're going to produce this locally because it's expensive and make it affordable and accessible to people. Okay, the first rollout phase is expected to begin in March 2026. Well, initial supply, fellas, was funded at $29 million grant from the Global Fund to Fight HIV and Tuberculosis, which will support 456,000 initiations. I think you heard that. So it has been funded by global powers. It's not South Africa. And this is going to help about 912,000 people. That's the first slot. The next one has to be produced by South Africa. Now, as much as this is beautiful, you must remember, dependency is the worst thing ever. You remember when Donald Trump cut the trumpet, he said no more PEPFAR for black people. PEPFAR, you know what it is? The help that America used to give to black African countries with HIV rate, with tablets and prevention and stuff. They cut it, stopped it. And African people were looking like sheeps, expecting help the usual way. The same thing they do over and over and over, waiting for a savior. The same thing they did with COVID, when COVID was blatant. They were praying to God that a white man comes and save them. Now, why does South Africa allow this? I can understand it's the first shot. Hopefully the government can pick up from this and not be subjected to another manipulation. Now, congratulations, everybody that's in South Africa. Let me just remind you here, South Africa is one of the countries with the highest rate of HIV in the world. Beautiful place, lovely people. Some of the girls with the nicest nyash on the continent. Look at this. This is a South African girl. This one too. This one too. That one. Look how beautiful they are. Look at this one. Yes, they're nice. But you gotta be careful. And I'm not saying these girls have HIV. I didn't say that. Not at all. I'm saying South Africa has 8 million registered people that are HIV positive. Those are the people that went forward and tested. And we're not talking about the people that are not tested. It's a lot. Okay, so it's a lot. And the people that have this opportunity, I think it's great. It's beautiful. You don't have to drink tablets every single day. Go get protected. Okay, go get treated. So this can be beat. Now we're moving to Ghana. Ghana, you have now freedom. Beautiful place, lovely people. Ghana is one of the most stable democracy in Africa. Beautiful place. Amicable people. Very friendly. You know, Ghana is one of the most amazing places you will see. Matter of fact, Ghana receives a lot of foreigners, especially African Americans and Caribbeans. If you can trace your ancestry to Ghana, they will give you a passport and you'll be happy. Land is cheap, things are cheap. Just don't go trying to abuse people, but you're going to be happy in Ghana, no doubt about it. What's happening in Ghana, fellas? Well, the Ministry of Education in Ghana, led by Haruna Idrisu, has announced that its use the local languages, the mother tongue, as a medium of instruction is now mandatory in basically school.
I'm directing the Director General of the Ghana Education Service and the GES that from today, teacher use of mother tongue instruction is now compulsory in all Ghanaian schools.
Congratulations. The use of the mother tongue is compulsory now, mandatory in all basic schools. So children from primary school must speak their mother's tongue. Why is this important? Because a lot of Africans cannot even speak their mother's tongue anymore, especially in some of the countries that were colonized by French. They told them it was savages' language. And a lot of people today, I saw it myself, somebody telling the child, don't speak that savage language. Yes, talking about his mother's tongue. So the child should speak French. Now the mentality among these French African countries is the more you sound like a white man speaking in French, the more they think you smart and intelligent. The more you sound African, the less they think you smart. Very sad. Now Ghana is not about our life. Ghana says you must learn your mother's tongue. The primary medium of instruction in basic school from kindergarten throughout early primary level must be your mother's tongue. Ghana, I believe, has got about 70 different languages. I think it's a beautiful opportunity. It's great to see that. Promoting Africanness, promoting your identity. It's beautiful. Research shows that children learn better when they're taught in the language they understand. Using the mother tongue early in schooling helps build comprehension, confidence, and memory retention. So it's clear you need to teach a person in the language they understand best for you to get great results. I mean, look at the Chinese. How did China develop? Do you think Chinese developed learning English and French? No, they did Mandarin and other languages in their locals. That's what they did. Look at China now. China used to be a poor country. After World War II in 1945, they were poor. All they had was rice. Matter of fact, in China at some point, people were only authorized to have one child at a time. Yes, you couldn't have 2 children. It was prohibited. Look at China now. They have the biggest institutions in the world, producing the most doctors, the most engineers, the most everything. Even America can't ban them no more. They're so powerful. But Africans still want to sound like, give me some glass of water. I'm not eating no butter. I'll eat my bread with butter. 2 weeks in London and you're already speaking ba'a, wa'a, and all that stuff. It's crazy stuff. Some of the countries that have done some tremendous things that are very similar. Okay, we have Ethiopia. Well, Ethiopia has imposed local languages in institutions. Since 1990, Ethiopia has been one of the most ambitious adopters of mother tongue education. How does it work? Basically, primary school is taught in more than 20 local languages. That's why Ethiopians are special. Look at the Ethiopians. They have this airline, Ethiopian airline, the best in Africa. I believe 99% of the pilots are all Ethiopians, all of them. A pilot, mechanic, everything. Amazing people. They don't play. Well, Tanzania is doing great too. Okay, Tanzania's got a Swahili policy. Kiswahili is the language. Okay, and people speak Swahili in primary school, while English becomes the medium of secondary and tertiary levels. So in primary school, they learn basic things in Swahili. Then they can move on into English on the next stage. They don't lose connection with the language and the ancestors. Obviously, what's the goal? To promote national unity and ensure equitable access to education. As a result, Tanzania is one of the highest literacy rates in sub-Saharan Africa, but the transition to English in later schooling often causes learning gaps. Well, everything comes with a little bit of a turmoil, but that's what it is. That's what it is, fellas. Cameroon is a 92-year-old president. He's probably going to stay in power until he's 100. No doubt about that. And nobody moving him because he's strong and he doesn't give a continental about you. That's what you see in shithole countries. South Africa has found a prevention for HIV. Almost. 6-month prevention. Take advantage of it. Ghana is moving forward into pushing local languages to build the people of Ghana. Let me know how you feel about this. It was a great pleasure. God bless.